Hi, my name is Peter. Have you ever wanted to seamlessly automate your task management system? Well, today I'm going to show you how by leveraging ChatGPT to send data to a Notion database using Zapier as the intermediary. Zapier is an awesome platform that allows for two-way communication between over 5,000 different apps. So it's really cool, really powerful. Again, my name is Peter Perpich. I am a software engineer with over 25 years experience. I am starting this channel to share what I learned, showcase any new tools and ideas, technologies, as well as provide some helpful tutorials. This is my very first video, so I'm really excited to be making this and grateful and happy. So let's dive right in. All right, to get started, you'll need three things: a ChatGPT account, a Notion account, and a Zapier account. Zapier is the thing that's going to communicate between ChatGPT and Notion. In the custom GPT window, you'll see a list of custom GPTs. A custom GPT is an AI model that has been pre-trained with some context. It can be any kind of textual context that you can give it, like specific business information, like FAQs, or how your business flows in a particular process, or anything that might seed it to give the appropriate answer that you're looking for in whatever workflow. So in our case, we are going to be creating one that specifically sends tasks over to Notion. And we'll do this by hitting the Create button up here at the top. This creates a new custom GPT. In the custom GPT editor window, there are three main panels. There's the Create, Configure, and Preview. Preview is the window that has a fully functioning AI that you can test out your GPT, see if it's working based on the configuration you have. The Configure is all the properties that you can set to pre-seed the AI to give the appropriate responses or communicate with other services or other APIs. The Create is a chat that will, based on a conversation, it will pre-populate your configuration. It will generate any kind of branding or whatever it is that you're trying to create for your GPT. So I'm going to start with that for now, just to get something in. And I'm putting in make a task helper that helps me finalize a task to send to a Notion database. So I answered some questions and it gave me a name and a profile picture for this. So that gets us started. Then we go into the configuration tab. Configure panel now has properties that have been pre-filled out from our conversation in the Create panel. We have name, description, and instructions. Instructions provide the context to the GPT so it knows what to do, what not to do, and any type of instructions that may help it accomplish the workflow that you're trying to create this for. Conversation starters are pre-canned prompts that can help a user interact with the AI to achieve the desired outcome. You can also upload files that provide additional context that is very specific to your business. There are different capabilities that the GPT can have: web browsing, image generation, or code interpreting, and you can set those as properties as well. The actions portion is where it really gets interesting, because this is what allows it to communicate with the external world by sending data anywhere. So we're going to click Create Action, and this brings us into the Add Actions screen. In the Add Actions panel, we'll be interacting with authentication and schema. Authentication is the type of authentication that your API requires. For our case, Zapier requires OAuth. The schema is an open API schema that will either cut and paste into here or use a URL. So I have the URL from the Zapier site, and I'll also leave this in the description below. We'll click Import, and this will go out and get it. So pulled out the API. And here, these are the available actions that have been generated from that schema that you can test out. So this is where you can try to find out what are all the available actions that I have. Run this action, or a Zap Guesser. A Zap Guesser is, it will go to the Zapier site and kind of try and pick which action that you want this to run. Now we need to make sure that everything is in order on the Notion side as well as the Zapier side. In Notion, I went ahead and created a database that we're going to be sending our tasks to. In Zapier, this is where we have to set up the connections. In order to set up a connection, you go into apps, and this is where you would add a new connection. In particular, you have to create one for ChatGPT and one for Notion. So an add connection, you can search for any type of app. So you can Google, for example, comes up with all these different types of connections that you can create. The connections piece is really what makes Zapier powerful, because it allows for data transfer from any connected app to any other connected app. It's really cool. The next step is we need to create a Zapier AI action that will handle this. So this is the action that we're setting up in Zapier that we're defining also in ChatGPT. So we go into Zapier AI actions, and I'll provide the URL for this as well. Add new action. This brings up the window that gives you all the options for OpenAI that can communicate. So we're going to pick Notion. And this prompt will bring it up. So we want to update a database item. There's quite a few different ones. This is pretty cool. Now it's found my account because I've already connected everything. And we are going to choose a specific database. Now it's looking for my databases connected to. So we want this ChatGPT task integration. Now it's going to go over and try to find all the properties that I've created in here to pre-populate here. So when ChatGPT is going to send this data formatted specifically for this. So tags, I like to have something very specific in the tag letting me know that the AI is sending this. All right, I think this is good. Let's go with this. Let's start. Let's enable it. Let's give it a test run. Okay, now we need to copy the action name. And we're going to go back to ChatGPT. And in ChatGPT, we're going to go back to the configure window. So in configure, right below the rules, we are going to put this as the action. This is the required action. All right, I'm not sure where I'm getting that error, but let's go back to our actions. All right, now back in actions, we can give it a test. Add a new task to call my mom next Tuesday, please. Let's see if this works. All right, now it's giving it a try. Looks like it hung up for a second, but now it's trying again. Okay, let's confirm it. So now it's, for some reason, sometimes it does this a couple times. It doesn't get the parameters quite right. So please try again. Oops. Confirm. Okay. Looks like it worked. So let's see. It took a couple of tries for it to actually get the right parameters to send over, but once it gets it works out pretty well. So let's go ahead and check it out, see if it worked on the Notion side. There it is, call mom. It's right there. Beautiful. All right, here's a demo of the one I use. This is my Notion Task Genie. This is what I use to add new tasks if I'm driving or if I don't feel like typing. Please create a task to call my mom next Tuesday.
First, I need to check that you have the necessary Zapier AI actions enabled. I'll look up the available actions for your account. Hold on a moment. Great news. The necessary action to create a database item in Notion is available. I'll proceed with creating the task. I'll set up the task as follows. The action to create your task in Notion has been completed. If you need any more adjustments or additional tasks, just let me know.
Thank you. All right, let's see if it works. Sounds like should have worked. So let's go to Notion, see if it's there. Right here, and looks like it's there. Call mom, June 24th. There's even put a time. I could have put a time. It's priority is important, and this is where it came from, ChatGPT. Cool. And there we go. So now I can have all different tasks, and so now you can imagine how cool this can be potentially, right? You can create notes while you're driving. You can add all kinds of stuff. Let's say you had a sales call, and now you want to just quickly chat in some notes and have it formatted and put in whatever system you wanted. There you go. You can use this system. Thank you for watching. I really hope you found this video informative. And please reach out if you have any questions or get stuck or want to know more. Also, please share any cool ones that you guys are building, because I'd love to see what other people are doing with this, because I think this is a really cool technology that has a lot of potential for a lot of cool stuff. So really appreciate it. Hope all is well, and